Mom, I don't want kids. What would be your response?
That she knows what she wants.
Period.
So you can't mess around with her
At all.
Do you have a partner now? When are you going to
Yeah.
I don't think I would have survived in this country if I wouldn't have had children.
Yeah, fair.
That's the honest truth.
No, fair.
I've seen that. I think
Really? Oh, no way.
24 going to 25. Because there's no need to rush into things that you will regret tomorrow. So I thank God for that. Yeah. It's a grace that I had you.
That's a nice
I'll
answer.
never regret it.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Here's Conte's Corner. Conte's Corner. Episode 5, yeah. Welcome, guys, back to another episode of Conte's Corner. It is Conte's Corner. You already know the vibe. Anyway, obviously, we have a wonderful, beautiful guest next to me. She'll introduce herself at the beginning, but before I do that, please make sure you comment, you like, you subscribe. If you're new here, this is a really cool corner of the world where cool kids reside. We talk about all things and everything in between. Today's a very special episode because it technically should have been Mother's Day or will be Mother's Day soon by the time this is out. So at least it's a cute little way to be able to get ahead of the curve and talk about a few things, which is really cool. So just introduce. How are you?
Hello.
Cool.
My name's Aminata.
Period.
I am Deborah's mom.
Period. So yeah, today will be interesting. We'll ask a couple questions. It's a little bit different to the usual structure, but if you are new here, the structure always goes with a confessional. We'll talk about different questions, so the actual main content of the show. Then we will smoothly go on to the curriculum. I've combined both this week just because it's easier to get through an episode. There's certain questions that we are going to ask today that we haven't asked each other. And I think it'll just be fun to hear your responses on them.
Okay.
But yeah, Mum, cool. I need you to do this thing for me, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do something and I want you to copy me, okay?
Oh.
Cool. I do confession of the week.
Confession of the week.
Period. Okay, and the confession of the week for me is I feel like TFL should be banned. I strongly feel, and Mum, shout out to Mum because I can't lie, she's the reason why I did the monthly pass now. Guys, do the monthly pass. Even if you take a little bit of your money and you put it aside and you just forget about it completely, do the monthly pass because that has saved me so much money, especially with me going up and down and traveling here and traveling there. Like that TFL has, it's been helpful, but I still believe TFL should be banned. I don't think anyone should pay for transport personally. I think everybody should be able to just freely hop on and hop off. Considering we already pay for so much, I don't know. I just feel like that's my confession, actually.
I agree.
All right, Mummy, what's your confession?
My confession for the week is that lately it really breaks my heart when I was reading the news when I learned that the Black young guys admitted into a psychiatric hospital, the rate is quite high. And it breaks my heart because some of them, the casual, the more around, this drug related and other issues really breaks my heart.
Yeah, I think so too. I think, so context, Mum works in a hospital and I think that's so heartbreaking because we both work with vulnerable people anyway. And I think seeing more Black people, you know what, it's a balance though, because I think seeing more Black people being diagnosed is a good thing, because I don't think a lot of us like diagnose things. We just culturally kind of push it under the rug, like, oh, they're just more this or they're just more that, or let's pray it away. So I think that's a good thing, but I think the fact that there's more Black people in those spaces and probably how much are they being taken care of, that's also important as well.
That's right.
Like, and also like even then, like, are families showing up for them? Like, are their surrounding support system showing up for them? Like, how much of that is being shown? So yeah, I agree. I think that's really, really, really heartbreaking. Yeah. Really, really heartbreaking. Cool. Let's get into it. So I have 10 questions that I'm gonna ask Mum, and we're both gonna answer. Some of the answers I've deliberately told Mummy. I said, Mummy, don't tell me your answer, yeah, because I actually want to react directly. Like, I don't want to hear the answer yet. Okay, so mummy, question number 1. What does it feel like to be my mum? Or like, how does it feel like to be my mum? Whatever. And then I have to obviously answer as well. And be honest.
It's true.
Be very honest.
To be honest, it's a grace to have
That's
Deborah
nice.
as a child. We've come a long way. That's the honest truth. We've come a long way. We have a very close bond. So it's really a grace. And through Deborah, a lot of windows has opened for me. And I've seen that either my spiritual way of life, you know, my day-to-day way of life. And I can always call upon her when I needed help. Financial help, other challenges, help. So, it's a grace that I had you.
That's a nice answer.
I'll never regret it.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, period. Okay, you asked me, like, what does it feel like to be?
What does it feel like for you?
It feels like, you know what? It feels like a relief off your shoulders.
Okay.
It feels, you know what? If I'm being frank, sometimes it does feel like iron sharpening iron. And I think it's a good process, but there are times where we do clash heads, but that's okay because you said earlier, I have a strong personality. Glory be to God. Glory be to God. Yeah, sorry. Glory be to God. But I do think, like, funny enough, I'll use the same word grace. I think you do have a lot of grace for me. I think you do have a lot of grace for the woman I'm becoming, or at least, like, I think this latter stage of my 20s, a lot, like the pressure of you have to do this, you have to do that. You've actually really backed off with that, and you've actually just let me be.
Yeah.
And I think that's helped both of us because now, you know, like, you actually trust. Like, it's not like you never have, let me be honest, you've always done that. But I think there's a greater level of trust between the two of us.
Brilliant.
Like, with just, like you said, with your day-to-day. And it's funny because now I feel like I'm more introverted than I've ever been in comparison to before, when, like, my extrovertism was out the window. Like, it was just everybody and anyone could get it. I think now your quite reserved nature has actually rubbed off on me. And if you notice at home, I won't be doing the most. But if I am, it's because, like, the little girl in me is, like, screaming, like, oh my God, like, little stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's a really nice response. Okay, next question. What is your favorite memory of the two of us together? I don't have an answer right now, but I feel like my favorite, you know what? I feel like my favorite memory, or one of the memories that are coming to mind, is us going to the spa. Like, I think it was last year. We went to the spa together for Mother's Day or your birthday, one of them. And as much as we weren't there for long, I think we've not had the time to actually spend time together, just because we both work and, like, different circumstances, like, you'd have to take care of the kids or etc. etc. But I feel like us being able to actually sit down, get massages, be girls, that was really fun. Yeah, that was really, really fun. So that's one of my memories. Yeah,
my memory about Deborah is the fact that when she was young, she asked questions.
Period.
She would ask and she would call me more than 10 times. And that's possibly because she doesn't have siblings around.
Yeah.
The only person she turns to is me. So she will ask. I remember one day we were in the bus and you've called me more than 5 times.
Period.
Mom, can I have this? Mom?
Yeah.
Then there was this person who was sitting next to me, said, oh my goodness, she can call mom.
Really?
How many times? You know?
Fair.
So things like that. And to be honest, in a positive way.
Yeah,
but she is, obviously, she's a very focused person. So she asks questions to know. And as I said, yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's, what do you call it? Like a memory that you have of us recently that you're like, my girl was really growing up now. Like, I can kind of see her being like a woman, if that makes sense.
Oh, I've seen that. I think
really? Oh, no way.
24 going to 25. It seems like just like what we said just now, that I'm always saying a little bit rather than just, you know, prognosing all the time.
Yeah.
I don't say much of that, but I've seen her taking more of responsibilities, like in terms of looking after herself, oneself.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Doing things, individually rather than seeking consent, seeking advices. She's able to take care of her own bedroom, her own.
Well, we're
of
trying
course,
to.
you all know that she's a
we're trying
functional
to.
person who, do a lot of things at the same time, a lot of functions out there. Yeah. She's taking more responsibility to her oneself.
No, I appreciate that.
Great one.
No, I appreciate that. Okay, cool. What parts of yourself do you see in me? So, like, what qualities do you have?
Shall we do the opposite?
Okay, opposite. Yeah. Okay, because I wasn't. Okay, you do you first then.
Oh no, you do yours.
Oh, first. Yeah. Okay. What qualities in me do I see in you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fun question. Okay, I think. Oh, but I feel like I got it from you. You know what? I think. Oh, you know what? Your love for music. Yeah, I think your love for music and just like always having some kind of sound. I think that quality to just be musically inclined. That's something that I get from you.
Okay.
And also I think your ability to have such a big heart, like even if it is to your detriment, like your heart is very, very big. When you care for your kids, you care. Like when you care for somebody, you care for them. Like to the extent where you go above and beyond to make sure that that person is really well. Yeah, no, I'm not just saying it because it's the camera. Like I think that's something that a quality that I now have that I'm like, yeah, like I see that in mummy much more. And I saw it even this past Sunday with that how-to event. Like you just being able to talk to people. And when you started, you said, okay, guys, so my name is, I'm thinking, yes, mommy, yes, let them know.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's what I would say.
For me, is the quality that I've seen you in me.
Yeah.
Is hardworking. So I have been even back home when it comes to educational wise, or when it comes to like just being focused, serious orientated kind of thing, that I have to do multiple things instead of financially, the ability to be able to just stand, and say, I can do this, I can do it. I think I've seen that in you. And you don't sit down. Basically, that's me.
Yeah.
So even when I was back home, I was already, aligned myself, because I do study quickly and I was working already back home before I came in. So, although I came in young, even when I was back home, they used to call me, oh my goodness, young teacher. As long as I finished my education quickly. So that's that in you.
Yeah.
So I can see that whatever you wanted, you will go for it.
Yeah.
And you will make sure that you focus on it, you delegate yourself to it until you achieve it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. No, that was a good answer. That was a good answer. And I think that's probably why the school teacher thing has always been in me, like the ability to teach. I think that's one thing that I see in you again, which is nice, like your ability to be able to teach people. Like you're a very good teacher. Okay, cool. Aligning ourselves with the qualities question, what qualities do you have that you would like my husband to have?
So I was telling Deborah earlier, I think this thing just came up quickly. She's got a very strong personality. It's not in a bad way, but it's just that she knows what she wants. So you can't mess around with her at all. So with having that in mind, I just feel like the husband that will come for Deborah will be somebody who is very also cool, very down at heart.
Yeah.
And we is able to kind of, how would I say? So you got strong, and that person has got a very
like a softer
one.
Yeah.
So put all that together will make you will make that husband a very good one for you.
Yeah, I agree. I said this to my friends. I can't have like as big of an extrovert as I am.
Yeah.
Because we'll just bump heads.
Yeah.
And then I feel like at a point, can you imagine both of us just talking all day? Like it's enough. Like and that's even coming from me. Like that's a talker. Sometimes the silence is actually okay. Like, and I feel like I know I'll marry an introvert. I know. Like I feel like deep down I'll marry somebody that's quite like, but you can't be mute. God forbid. But you like have some personality to you, please. But I feel like I'm an introvert. Yeah, deep down for sure. Is there any other qualities that you feel like you want my partner to have that you currently have?
There will definitely have to be a kind of focused person.
Yeah.
a very committed person, obviously somebody who can look after you, and already you've make up very good package for yourself,
Period.
and would want somebody who is coming as well to have that package.
I agree.
And yeah.
Do you mind the culture? Like,
I am not
ideally.
I don't really mind the culture. Obviously, I want somebody who will come, who will look after you.
Yeah, of course.
I don't mind the culture.
Okay,
so.
Cool. That's good to know. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. How did you feel? So when you were pregnant with me, how did you feel about that? Like when you not found out you were pregnant, but like the process of being pregnant with me, how was that for you?
It's first of all, the pregnancy, I was happy.
Yeah.
But it's one of the challenging things that I've always.
I mean, it's your first child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember clearly when your dad used to leave me and go to work, and the fact that I had to know much about, and this is purely because of the area where we live in. If it was like around Peckham area, wherein I've got a lot of family members staying by, then that would have been lovely. But even in this end was like, I wouldn't say hell, but I would just be more bored and isolating, something like that. But having said that, since the day Deborah Conte came out, when we are in the park, she was just jumping straight to other
I said this on another episode. I literally was saying my mom genuinely is so introverted that like I think my extroverted it forced her to talk to people. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree to that.
No.
Yeah. So we started going to park when I had that, and you know, she would, even when she was creeping, to go to other family. Oh my goodness, we got this lovely little girl, you know. So you know, that's where I became more and more and more relating to people, relating to family, and up to now. So proud that.
Thank you, Mom. Yeah. No, I appreciate that. No, I think that is really cool to hear, because I think also like, I don't know how old you were when you were pregnant, but let's just say you were around my age in which you had me.
Exactly.
Like, I think me being pregnant now, like, first of all, I really feel like I'd be a sexy mum, full stop. Like, I feel like the pregnancy will make me glow.
Yeah.
I feel like, seriously, like, I just feel like that would be a really cool process to have. But I think, like, to actually give birth at this age right now is a big deal. And outside of that, you moved to another country, came here by yourself. Like you said, it's very isolating and probably very, like, worrisome, because God knows the racism that you experienced in this place, let alone not being at the status that you currently are, if that makes sense. Like, obviously you've worked hard to get to your position now, but at a point that wasn't a thing.
That wasn't there.
That wasn't a thing.
There. And because also, you know, the idea that I had before about Peckham, you know, it's a dangerous place.
But it was dangerous during those times.
Yeah, you shouldn't be going there. I can go there only once a month. And that's just to do shopping. Afterwards,
that's it.
I
can only imagine. Yeah.
And by then, mobile phones are also very
which
challenging.
Is crazy.
You don't have to have mobile phones. It's not everybody that can afford by then. So communication wasn't as much as the way it is now.
Yeah.
So it was a bit challenging, but I have no regret in that.
Yeah, we thank God. No, we really, really thank God. Okay, cool. Talking about kids, if I were to say to you today, Mom, I don't want kids, what would be your response? And you can say what you said off camera. That is fine. You can say what you said off camera. But I asked Mommy this question as like a taster question, and it's like I've punched a little sister. Like, but yes, Mommy, it's good to ask the question, because again, like, you know what I mean? God forbid if I actually can't. You know what I'm saying? But if I had the choice and I knew I could actually have kids, like, and I say, Mummy, I don't want kids, like, what would be your response? And this is me. We're not talking about general, I don't give a heck. But yeah.
It would be a shock for me.
Fair.
And I would be, the honest truth is, I will process it differently. And that's the honest truth. I will not process it the time you will just say it. I would think that culturally is something that shouldn't happen. My belief is that a woman should have a birth, should
give birth.
give birth to children,
Right.
as I give birth to you guys. And my expectation is once I grow older, you should take care of me and things like that. And that's what I've been seeing, the routine happening or
for years.
For years,
yeah, of course.
So I was also given an example wherein the work where I did my placement was in one social health service, was social care service in Croydon. So there was this receptionist lady. She was very young, around the 20 or 21. So we were getting along really well. One day she told me, oh my God, a child was crying. And she said, oh my goodness, that's why I will never give birth to a child. That takes me a week to process.
Can you imagine? A week?
That's the first time I've ever had somebody saying that.
I'll never have kids.
I will never have kids. So I waited for a week and I went to her again and said, did you say that you would never had a child? She said, yes. Yes, I will never. I said, why? She said, because I don't like the noise. I don't like babies. I don't like. And to be honest, my relationship with that person was not at the same as before, when I used to be very, very close to her. And my perception changes really quickly. And I don't know why. I was just thinking,
you know what it is? And I was saying this to you off camera. I don't think your perception is bad, because realistically, like you said, culturally, you've been taught this is the only way to justify womanhood. Like having kids is the only way to say you are a woman outside of marriage, outside of having a partner. And like even the ability to have land, that's not, SL culture really isn't associated that to women. Like that is very much, the man has the land, the man has the property, the man has this, whereas your right, or your dutiful right, technically, is to get married and have kids.
But I also believe that you can always say that God did not give me children.
Yes.
But I've never seen the opposite.
Yes. So
and
I think the reason why I asked that question anyway is because I think one, like, it's okay to wait on having children if that is what you desire. Like, I think not, because we discussed this privately, I think not rushing into stuff like that. Don't rush into having kids. Don't rush into marriage, because at the end of the day, those things, well, not marriage per se, but having kids, that kid will forever, even if you were to separate, even if that kid is forever in your life.
I think there's a difference between I will never have a child, as compared to I will wait when I'm really ready.
There's definitely a difference. There's definitely a difference. And I think, although I will be honest, at a point I was like, I don't know if I want kids. I had to ask myself, what is outside of, like, okay, cool, mum having grandchildren. I really had to, because I am going through the pregnancy. So I had to ask myself, okay, why do I want children? Like, what is it about having kids that will be of benefit right now? Like, and obviously I've come to a conclusion, I want kids, cool. But there's a lot of people that I know that are still trying to work through that, you know, because it's traumatic, because maybe like them taking care of kids, or when they were a kid, this, that. Maybe it's a thing of actually losing their body, because let's be real, for 9 months, you didn't have your, I don't want to say original body, but the body you had before. Do you know? So there's a lot that people feel that they are losing if they were to have children. But that's in the same vein that there's a lot to gain, of course, if you are to have children. Like, for example, conversations like this, like a relationship between your mother and your daughter, like the ability to be able to depend on people.
I don't think I would have survived in this country if I wouldn't have had children.
Yeah, fair.
That's the honest truth.
No, fair.
Because me, my children are my company, they're my everything. So I feel like having you guys is really
helped you get through.
Helped me to get through.
Yeah. That's lovely. We'll end on that. Okay, cool. When do you worry about me most? When do you worry about me most?
Do you know?
So I actually don't know the answer to this.
So I mean,
it's okay.
I think I would relate back to culturally. Me and Deborah have this conversation, and it's a casual one. It looks like casual, and it's good that our questions are just related to one another. Because I will come to Deborah and ask, do you have a partner now? When are you going to marry?
Yeah.
But although it's not a thing that is
it's not like a pressure thing.
Pressure thing. But the honest truth is, I mean, I keep on relating back culturally. There is a stage wherein would, like, for example, when I married it, I was around 23, 24.
Who are you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Legally married.
How many years
back
ago? Okay,
home. It
thank
was
you.
as many years
Thank
ago.
you.
And then obviously, you know, my family were happy.
Yeah, of course.
But as I said, I'm not pressurizing.
No,
but
you're actually
something
not.
that I'm always worried about is that I have to, this stage, Deborah should have
somebody,
yeah, you know, going up and down.
Do you feel like the dating scene right now is easier then or easier now?
Well, I spend most of my time back home.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
dating there is easier. And my dad, you and your dad and myself, we went to almost the same school.
Okay.
They were upper high.
Right.
So life by then is easier. But in this country, how are you going to date?
Yeah, I think that's why it's harder. Right. I think that's why it's so hard. And even then as well, mommy, like, let's say, for example, even in our church, like, there's not a lot of men going to church.
Yeah.
Respectfully, that a lot of people like are attracted to. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, and that's not to say shout out the men in our church, of course, like big up you, man. But I just mean in terms of like the range of options for women, considering the fact that there are more women going to church, is 0 to none. Like, it's actually really, really hard. And then sometimes as well, like, just because somebody is a churchgoer doesn't necessarily mean that they have the same principles as you.
We've seen people making up really well that, okay, I've learned that it's churches where you can get beautiful women.
And then people just stay there.
They stay there for the duration, for 6 months. They succeed and they get what they want.
And then when they've got what they want, they've left the marriage and now they have a kid. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? So I think it's sweet that you worry about that though, because I'm not an ugly babe. Like, I'm a very, like you said earlier, my package is even getting better. Do you know? So I think what I've done very well, glory be to God, is really kept myself to myself and really focused on building the foundations. So that way, like, if I or when I or currently looking at people or being attracted to people, going on dates with people, like that, there's something to ground me with. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, but there are you know,
if you notice lately, because I also speak to other mothers, isn't it?
About it.
My perception has changed because I believe that what you're doing now is the best.
Yeah.
Because there's no need to rush into things that you will regret tomorrow. So I thank God for that.
Yeah. No. Cool. All right. We've got 2 more questions. Actually, no, technically 3. Okay. Did you ever, talking about partnerships and like relationships, did you ever feel like dad was the right pick for you?
It's always been the right pick for me.
Okay.
Yeah. He was very caring. We started school, well, they were seniors when we are juniors. So family-wise, family to family wasn't the best because my family were just something else. Praise be to God. And but as time goes by, then he moves somewhere else in the city.
Yeah.
He's so caring.
Yeah.
I, in those days, was the first like young girl who will have some valuables.
Period.
Brothers and sisters were abroad.
Yeah.
Your dad's family members. Once they send something, he would send it for me. So I was, oh my goodness, you look good, you look nice. But again, you know, so I have no regret.
Yeah, no, fair. No. I mean, I asked that question obviously because, again, that's not in the picture. Yada. That's fine. Like, please, we've been there, done that.
Yeah.
But I think it would be disingenuous of me to ask, like, to not ask about the relationship that you had before things went left. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like at the end of the day, there was a relationship there. At the end of the day, you had 2 kids with her. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, it would be ridiculous of me to not say there was not some sort of love there to stay.
No, it was a very wonderful relationship and he never left me behind.
Yeah, fair.
He came and he tried his best to come over and things doesn't just work. We be together happily. I don't understand. I strongly believe where it all went wrong.
Yeah,
only
of
God
course.
knows. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
But I will definitely say how much he's done for me and how it was, how the relationship was, you know, how it carries on from a baby stage and it goes up to one person come in and another son said, no, I can't leave it behind. Come over. And then, you know, everything. Yeah.
No, I really, I respect the honesty there. Cool. What sacrifices have you made that you have never told me about? Now, we'll both answer this one.
You'd start first.
Cool. So, I think with myself, okay, you know what? I'll talk about sixth form. Brampton, that was a very hard time for me, you know, because outside of university, I lost so much weight. Like a lot of weight. And I think even uni time as well, like there was a lot of sacrifices that I don't think I ever got a chance to really tell you. So like sixth form time, after dropping Karima to school, like I promise you that journey to drop Karima to school was tough. I mean, when I said like at points with breakfast club and stuff like that, like it was always difficult because there would be several times where I'd actually be late, or there would be several times where I'd have to stay behind because I had attention, because I just dropped Karima to school, or like there'll be times where from the top of that long road, I'd have to run to make sure I'm there on time. And obviously that's not stuff that I'm going to be like, oh, mum, you know I was late today because I had to. Of course not, because at the end of the day, like there was a film that I watched actually recently, In My Father's Shadow, and it was talking about how everyone makes a sacrifice, just make sure it's a good one.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so that was one. But I also think another sacrifice that I make is really putting my siblings before any kind of interest that I have. Like, I mean, I'm much better now, but to the extent where if Ben and Karima didn't want to do it, we were never doing it. Like, if they didn't want to go somewhere, we're not doing it. Like, if they didn't want this, we weren't doing it. And I think at a point that slowly made me get resentful of how much, one, our brother was prioritized. Obviously, I get it, he's the only boy. But also just how much attention he was getting.
Yeah.
And how much focus he was getting. And I think university-wise as well, the other sacrifice, and I'll say this is my final one, was the isolation. I can't lie. Like, I think
the COVID time.
Oh, that was very, like, as much as I needed that time away from you guys to make you guys kind of appreciate me being around, I think COVID really I have never wept so much. Like, and you know, the first term you looked at me at uni and you were worried. Like, uni was like, my God. And it's not like mummy forced my hand. I think that's one thing I want to emphasize.
Yeah.
Mummy's really, like, thank God for your profession, because you are very understanding about our mental health. Like, that's one thing I will always advocate for. Cool, we're both not perfect, but I think in comparison to other parents that I always hear, the stubbornness, there is a lack of stubbornness with you in that sector. And I think university, sacrifice-wise, I had to be very isolated, like, and very, like, it was very lonely time. It was a very, very lonely time.
I noticed that.
Yeah, so that to ask you the question, what sacrifices have you made that you've never told me about?
When you turn 8 months old, I now decided also, I wouldn't say, because your dad was going to work, and I was like, but when I was back home, I've done, you know, I went to uni, I went to college, I learned something, I was working. Why am I still at home? So I now decided to just got up and say, this enough is enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went to the job center, and the way I met this lady, the lady said, no, don't go there. Why can't you go and study and something like that? Because the job center would have been just 3 hours. And so I was looking after you. So the sacrifice was in the bottom line was that me leaving you, when I was offered a place at college to start, and I have to leave you to this private child
nursery. Oh, really? Oh,
I will never forget that I will leave Deborah crying. And because we've been together 8 months, I will leave you crying. And then lunchtime, something will tell me, just go and check. I'll take the bus, go stand just by the door to pick. I can see the lady going up and down.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'll tell the college, you know, I'm not going again. So I told them I'm not going again. Because I wasn't too comfortable the way you were crying. You couldn't just, the attachment, So I finished with that. And then my lecturer or teacher called me and said, no, you don't do that. Let me try. I'll try for Deborah to go up nursery, where you come in. So that was what break that yoke, because I've told them I'm not going nowhere again. My daughter can't be just crying. So I was going to sacrifice myself for you, not to cry. So anyway, you were able to get nursery. So that's one sacrifice. But again, when it comes to sacrifice, I sacrifice every day. My job, when one person that we always know he's the only boy in this family, will sacrifice a lot.
So much.
When he was about to go to secondary school, I just said, Deborah, you've got a lot to do. You
know what's so funny? I don't even think I've told you. University-wise, why am I getting to it? University-wise, I deliberately chose not to go to work because of Ben.
Because I remember that I said you should walk.
Yes, and it's funny because I deliberately chose a London university, and I was willing. Honestly, I was willing to stay in London for 3 years if it meant helping you with the kids. And to be honest, LSE's around the corner, so it's not anything. It's not like I'm going far in London. It would have been local enough. Go to class, come back. Okay, cool. You need to go to work. I wouldn't probably have evening classes anyway, because it's obviously during the daytime. So yeah, I changed my option.
So Deborah's days are wonderful. Honestly, she got the best nursery, actually.
Yeah, during those times. Her
nursery is so sweet. So she started from 8 months. She's never lack again from nursery to nursery. So I have to just sacrifice some of this little time to take her to centers, because she was day start. She's very vocal. So everybody was telling me all these things. Oh, you need to take her there. You need to take her there. She's very good. So I was sacrificing all that to take her some of the centers just to enhance her vocal
ability.
ability.
You were good at that. Yeah, and you were good. Okay, final question. If you decided to move countries or separate from us in whatever capacity, how would you like to be remembered?
So that's a good one.
Yeah.
So you must you must be able to visit me.
Period.
Because for me, my kids seeing you alone.
This is if you moved countries.
If I move countries, seeing you alone makes a lot of difference in my life. So you find time, and to be honest, guys, obviously I will have to move at one point. I've told them already.
I know.
So, go and prepare yourself. And I said, I'm going to see my mom, and don't forget, call mom, check on mom. How are you doing? That's very important. And I think that alone is a lot.
So how would you like? So that's how you'd like to be remembered, like the consistent check-ins.
The consistent check-in and the visiting, finding physically going there with your family.
That's bare minimum.
I'm coming.
That would be really cool.
I'm coming to visit, because the reason why I'm laying more emphasis on that is that we've seen that, people, obviously I work in a hospital. We've seen people being admitted there, can't even see their children. And that's sad for me. I wouldn't want to see things like that. So be mindful. Just know that as African woman is that I know my kids are coming, and they're coming to visit me, seeing you around. That really makes me happy.
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful one. I think for me, if I obviously, God forbid, if I were to pass, or even if I were to move countries or whatever, I think I would like to be remembered by yes, the visits, but I think in my ability to care for people. I think I really want for your closest friends, and this is a prayer point I've told you, your closest friends, your sister circle, your community, your inner circle, for you to have that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? The way how I have it, I have such an amazing group of friends, an amazing, to the point where I know mum just thinks that there was a point where I was always on FaceTime for God knows how many hours, very, very early hours in the morning. But I think that manifestation of love is something that I really want for you, where you feel like a girl again, where you feel like girlhood, where you're just laughing, or you go for makeup, or you go for tea, or you go for dinner, that kind of thing. I would love for me to be remembered in that way, where you really take your personal relationships to such an extent that no one's afraid of how you show love to your closest friends, or it's not like because he's a guy I have to can't do that. Oh, miss me with all of that. Like, this is someone that you love and appreciate. Show them that, because respectfully, especially from last year, God knows how many people have passed. Like, we really don't know how much time we have left, and I think conversations like this is also really, really cool, because like, it would be lovely to look back on this in 5 years, 10 years time, even with my kids, and be like, oh my gosh, grandma was like, that's crazy to even say out loud, but grandma was here, and me and her discussed this when I was 25, and like, look, mummy's on the screen and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's really, really cool. Okay, that was good so far. Okay, final section. Final section is the music section. So obviously, this is Conte's collection. If you want to add something to the playlist, please feel free to comment down below. I will consider it, but we'll see. If you haven't emailed as well your admission, feel free to send an email to conteh'scorner@gmail.com. I have an email now.
Brilliant.
It's very official. Okay, cool. So my submission is Waste by OMAH LAY. Really, really good song. It's a popular song that's out right now. I'll play it now, probably. Yeah, really cool song. I'll play for you after. I think that should be part of the collection. Like, full stop. There's loads of dances with it right now. But yeah, mummy, your
my
collection.
one is Makale. So I'm a Soso woman.
Soso. So what does Soso mean? Some people don't know.
Soso is just a tribe from Guinea, Conakry.
Yes.
So that's where my family came from. And Deborah is half Soso.
Yeah, I'm technically half Soso, half Limba.
Half Limba.
Yeah, so Guinean and
Sierra Leonean and Guinean. Yeah. So Makale, very nice song. And also I love Beyonce.
Period.
Halo.
Halo. Yeah. Beyonce Halo. Yeah. So those will be the two songs that we'll add to this week. Yeah, like, how are you feeling, mum, after that conversation?
It was really lovely. Just like you said, every conversation is very important, and especially if you're able to get hold of family members and talking about this historical stuff.
It's important.
It's helpful. It's important, and I'm really happy. And it could not have to be on the TV as well. It could be things like we having conversation.
Privately.
Your pen and your paper. And
I think the reason why this was so easy is because we've kind of had these conversations a lot anyway. Like, cool, the questions on the nose, but sometimes we'll just catch ourselves just talking about different topics and stuff. So I feel like that's why doing it in front of the camera isn't as like, oh my gosh, why do you want to talk about this, or why do you want to bring this? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because we've had a lot of conversations in private. So
casual conversations.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, for me, I enjoyed it very much. I kind of knew that it would end up like this. I also think with this new 25 age, I think a lot of this now is more for memories and momentum. And like we said, like, when we look back on it, it would be lovely to have a watch party and look back on this and be like, oh my God, like, remember when my hair was short, like, kind of thing, like little stuff like that. Or remember when I was always wearing a tracksuit, or remember when my room was green, or just little stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, we give God glory. I think that's the one thing, we give God glory.
Thank you.
But yeah, outside of that, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you
for an awesome episode. If you still haven't liked, comment, or subscribe, make sure you do that. And yeah, man,
thank you.
That was good, mummy. Well done.